I can read and perform music by a famous composer. But what's going to be different is that we're going to be using the instruments that you have found and created. So this is very exciting. Now, I have a question for you. Do you remember the composer that I taught you about last week and we play his song? Did you say it? Did you say Percy Grainger? Say Percy Grainger for me. Percy Grainger was an Australian composer and pianist, if you recall. He played concerts when he was 10 years old, and he collected English folk songs. He also used songs in the music that he wrote. Remember, he liked to eat those brown sugar sandwiches, and he did not like to carry things. So he tied those pens, pencils, and papers to his jacket with string. Let's continue. Now, for this week's lesson, I'm not going to show you the counts. You should remember those from last week. But just to review, I'm going to say the counts for the top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So remember, on this right here, these little blank sections, those are beat fours, but you won't say anything there, okay? And also, don't forget, we have this sign right here. What's this called? Remember what this is called? This is called a repeat sign. So you'll do this top part 2 times. Now, let's go and look at the key. So now that we have instruments today, it says when they're crossed, like these first 3, those 3, and these first 4, you'll tap your sticks together, okay? And then when they're straight like these 3, you'll tap your sticks lightly on desk or floor, okay? So watch me as I do that, all right? So I'm going to hold one in front, and I'm going to hold the one over top like a T, like this. So watch me do the top one. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Can you try that? All right. So get your sticks up and do it with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I hope you got it right. So that was part 1. Now, the next place that you'll have used the rhythm sticks the same, and you'll do the same thing, will be on part 3. So I'm skipping over part 2 right now, but when you get to part 3, you will just do your sticks the same, but you will not repeat, okay? So let's go ahead and do part 3 together and don't repeat, all right? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Good. Now I'm going to play the song, and all I want you to do is put part 1 and part 3 with the song. So in part 2, I'm just going to sit still. Okay? All right, get ready. Get your sticks ready and do it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Get ready. Very good. Now, let's move on and learn part 2. Great. So for part 2, we have the drum here this week, okay? So get your drum up, get your chopstick ready, and take the side that's not as sharp and pointy, and you're going to be hitting that in the center, okay? In the center. That's the sound that we're wanting, okay? So it's straight across, and we're counting to 4 and then going back to 1 every time because our time signature for this song is 4/4. So if you remember, the way we count part 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I will do is I'll take my drum and I'll put it up, and then I'll hit the center of it while I count. Watch me do that first. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your goal is when you hit it is not to hit the rim not to hit the rim around it, but hit only in the center, okay? All right, so do that part with me. Let's do that. Count and play. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to play the song, and what we're going to do is we're only going to play this part with the song, okay? So we're not going to play at the beginning. You're just going to rest, and I'll tell you when to get ready, okay? All right, here we go. Get your drum ready.
1, 2, ready, go.
All right, get your drum ready. Here we go. All right, and stop. Very good. Let's see if we can go ahead and do part 1. Don't forget to repeat. Part 2, and then part 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my drum right here, and I'm going to put it straight down on my desk, okay? You can't see it, but it's right here, okay? You will see me play it later. And then I'll take my stick, and I'll play up here. Now, right before we get to part 2, I'm going to put one stick down and then start playing, okay? Watch me do that transition. Watch me as I do that transition. I'm going to do part 1 and part 2. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you also will have to pick up the stick that you put down for part 3. Let me see if you can do that with me. So get ready. Get your 2 sticks ready. Make sure your drum is in front of you. And we're going to put that together. All right. Here we go. Do that with me, okay? From the beginning. Part 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, ready, go.
And I actually have a trick for you. I just discovered it myself. So when you take that stick and you put it down, just leave your hand on it, okay? Leave your hand on it. That way, right here on the last 4 of the drum, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You can pick it right up, and then you're ready to play again. So let's do that again. Let's do part 1, 2, and 3 again, leaving your hand on the stick. Let's try that one more time, and then we'll move on.
1, 2, ready, go.
And we'll pause it right there. Now, let's go and learn the 4th part. Now, for this triangle part, you have to make sure that you play every other beat on the top line and then every beat on the second line. Listen to me as I count that. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You count that with me. Ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, don't forget, it has a repeat, so you have to go back. So at the end, you'll go 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. Try that with me right here. Ready, go. 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. Good. All right, now let's do this let's say all of this 2 times. Let's repeat. Get ready. Do it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now watch me as I show you how to do this. You've got your makeshift triangle. I've got a metal clothes hanger right here. If you couldn't find a metal clothes hanger, you could maybe take a metal chair or just something that's metal, and then take your stick, okay, take one of your rhythm sticks, and you're going to hit it right here in the center. You got to be careful. You want to hit in the center. If you start hitting it in other places, it's going to spin around on you and be a challenge, okay? So watch me as I play and count the triangle part, part 4. Here I go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Count and do that with me. Ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, because this is one of the more challenging parts and the triangle might be moving around, I want you to try it one more time with me. So let's do this together one more time. Ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great. Now, in order to be able to play the triangle right after these parts, you're going to have to find a way where you're at to take your triangle and suspend it from something. That means it'll just be hanging. I'm going to take my triangle, lay it on my lap, get some tape. So you need to go get some tape. Pause the video if you need to. I'm going to take the string. I'm going to lay it over my desk so that way that the metal hanger is hanging. I'm going to take the tape and tape it to my desk. That way it's hanging, okay? And I'll back up a little bit so it doesn't touch me, okay? Then I'll take my drum and put it near that piece of string that is taped to my desk.